me adjust the lighting here. Jay Jerry, James Capozzi, Travis Walker. What's going on, guys? Happy New Year, by the way, even though technically it's the second now, but that white guy, what's going on, man? So I guess I should say what I'm vaping on. I got my Noisy Cricket version 2 with the Drop Dead on top, and my Titan PWM mod with the Buddha version 2 on top. I want to go a lot to discuss a few things. Mainly, two topics mainly. One being about the whole vape shop guy having a bit of a hissy fit in the middle of the store, and the second one being a YouTuber in the UK who has a kid-friendly channel, who has a bulk audience of basically kids, and letting Vupu sponsoring one of his videos. So I guess you guys know about what went on about the whole vape shop thing. So, oh wait, I forgot. I didn't ask what you guys were vaping on. So, what are you guys vaping on tonight? But well, let's get started. If you guys want to say what you guys are vaping on, feel free to comment. I got my comments down here on my laptop. So, Micah, what's up, man? Hey, whatever floats your boat, man. That white guy, blueberry something on the top side with the recurve RDA. Very nice combo there. Very nice. I don't own one myself, but I have heard a lot of good stuff about it. Dreamer stacked with the Doors PS Passion. Awesome. Osmosis Lustro with the Archon V2 and Blue Cheesecake. Very, very nice. Very nice. So the first thing I want to give my 2 cents about the whole vape shop incident that happened a few days ago. Obviously we all know one dude decided to go into a vape shop to get his wife some juice, and all because he was wearing a Trump t-shirt and a Trump hat. This particular employee decided to throw a little bit of a hissy fit. I don't know what y'all think, and y'all are free to your opinion, but in my opinion, I'm actually glad that employee got fired. Because for one, just because somebody is obviously if the guy had Trump on his clothes, and obviously he was I wouldn't say a Trump supporter, but he respects Trump, if you want to look at it that way. And in my opinion, if just because somebody is wearing an article of clothing or says something or believes in something that you don't like, does not give you the right to swing at them. Now, this video has I don't know, I want to say upwards of 14 to maybe 15 million views. So a lot of people know about what's been going on. And I mean, taking a swing at him, a fucking swing, not just one, but two. I count two because near the end of the video, you saw him go for a swing, but then he immediately pulls it back. I mean, seriously, what is this industry coming to? What is this country coming to? I mean, people nowadays, a lot of them, I can't say most, I can't say all, but a lot of them are becoming snowflakes. I mean, we got people out there that think that they should enforce their beliefs, enforce what they think on others, and if you don't like it, then you also then they think that, oh, you're this or you're that. What the fuck? Seriously, you Black Goon, Ice Stick, Tria, Blueberry Menthol, Drop Solo, and Pico 25 Cherry Menthol. Very nice, very nice. Shane, what's up, man? Tried calling you earlier, didn't pick up. What the hell, man? No, I'm just kidding, man. That's why I left you a voice message. But the way things are going nowadays, it almost makes me sick to my stomach with the way that, especially with the way this injuries. We've had enough problems with these snowflakes as far as everyday life. People protesting and causing roads to be shut down. We all know about that, of what's been going on these last couple of years. And unfortunately, I'm sad to say it's starting to affect the industry, the vaping industry, and it's starting to become, it's not an epidemic. It's more of just, it's a what the fuck moment, if you want to put it that way, because I don't own a business, but I know how to run one. Customer service should be the number one goal. And if I'm a business owner and I see my employee or one of my employees having a hissy fit or attempting to swing at a customer all because of what he's wearing, doesn't like what he's wearing, well, I would have done the same thing that shop owner would have done, and I would have fired his ass on the spot. That white guy, I don't know why he's showing me this. Show your comment. No respect or morals for the next human being. No one gives a fuck anymore. That is very, very true, that white guy. Sad but true. Um, it's ridiculous. I can't believe people will be doing this. And thing is, I'm a young buck. I still got a lot to learn in life. Yeah, Micah, you're definitely right there. It's amazing. It's pretty crazy of what this world is coming to. Um, it it I'm gonna be honest here, guys. I almost feel ashamed to call myself American, because the way I was raised up, the term American means something. It I'm ashamed of what's going on in this country. I'm still proud of where I come from, and I'm still proud to be an American, because that's the way you always should be. Be proud of where you come from, and be proud of what you learn, of the stuff you have learned. Um, but it just, I'm at a loss for words, honestly, here, guys. So give me a second. It I guess nowadays people, and one of the culprits is social media. It's one of the culprits, at least. And the fact that people feel like they're so entitled to everything is ridiculous. Here, I'm gonna give you guys a brief description of how I was raised. I was raised to be thankful and appreciate for what you have. American is supposed to be a word of pride, and with all the ridiculous crap going on around the country, it makes it hard to be proud of where we're from. Yeah, and I would agree with you there, Micah. I really would. I really do, man. But I was raised to, again, be thankful for what you have, appreciate what you have, and if you want something, you work for it, and that can involve everything. You know, if you there you go, Micah. You got another person that agrees with you. Micah, guys, I've known Micah for what 10 years, maybe more than that. Um, I work for the things I want, like all my vape devices, um, my guitar, my guitars, my motorcycle, my UTV, and my car. I wanted all of that, but I had to work for it, and with hard work, I got it. If you want something, you usually will have to earn it. You have to if you deserve something, you will usually get it. If you want something, you're more than likely going to have to work for it, and that is how I was raised up. Of course, my parents are baby boomers, so I was raised more old school than a lot of people my age. Um, Second topic would be the whole. I think Vaping Joe M shared this on Truckin's Facebook group about Vupu sponsoring a video for a YouTuber in the UK, where and that usually doesn't sound like a problem, but it's not a vaping channel that Vupu was sponsoring. I just got a Facebook notification. My apologies for that. I work 10 hours a day, 6 days a week to have what I have. It sucks, but I wouldn't have it any other way. And there you go, that white guy. There you go, man. I'm the same way. I work my ass off. I work in a automotive factory. I work 10-hour days, 4 days a week, and occasionally 5 days a week. But I still work my ass off. I still go in and do my hours, make my money. And that's why I don't do a whole lot of videos right now, just because of work. And it's also hard for me to get a hold of products that are still new to them, that come out. But Vupu, okay, Ben Phillips is the name of the guy that was sponsored by Vupu. Now, Vaping with Vic and Chris from Empire Vapes did a video on this earlier today or yesterday, and they basically said that Ben Phillips, a YouTuber out of the UK, got sponsored by Vupu, but Ben Phillips is not a vaping channel. He does not do vaping whatsoever. And the bulk of his audience is, I want to say, between the ages of 8 to possibly 15. So that's got to be the bulk of his audience. 10 to 25, maybe the overall 8 to 10, 8, 10 to 25. But the bulk is probably under 18. That is not okay in my book, because obviously, because of and here in the U.S., some states it's 21, other states it's 18. It can depend on the state you live in or the city you live in. Like the town I live in, it's still 18, whereas surrounding towns are not 21. Jerry, all this leads to money. It has replaced all other values. Oh man, that can't be. You can't get any closer to the truth than that. He should have his ass whooped. Yes, if you want me to be honest, he deserves an ass kicking. in my opinion. Um, Also, Vic brought up a very good argument on the video. Apparently, according to Vic, I don't know what the YouTube laws in the UK. I don't know if they're any different comparing to the US as far as YouTube. But Vic did bring up a very good point. He came out with saying that Ben Phillips doing that broke a ton of laws, and it could have his channel, his whole channel, shut down. And he's got at least over a million subscribers. So yeah, that would be a big hit on him. I worked 68 to 70 hours a week for 35 years and still lost 95% of it in the end. Don't worry about the cash so much. Concentrate on family and relationships. Bingo! That's why I don't do a whole lot of overtime at my job. I do the mandatory overtimes because at that point you really ain't got a choice. But as far as I take whatever time off I can, I don't ask to work on weekends. I don't sign up for any additional overtime because I value my relationships with my friends, and I value my family way too much to lose most of my time at work. I do bust my ass, guys. Every day I'm supposed to be at work, I'm at work, and I'm working my ass off to make a living for myself. But I'm also trying to save enough time as I can for family and my friends. Back in the days when my parents were kids, Lil Chark, am I reading that correctly? Yeah, I am. Amen, brother. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. I really do. I really do. You see, I know I'm a small YouTuber still. I'm very small. 64 subscribers is compared to a lot of other vaping YouTubers. But I try my best to do my part. I'm not trying to be the next Rip Trippers or the next Grim Green, the next Jay Hayes. I'm not trying to be any of that. I'm being myself on this channel, doing my part to help. I'm not trying to be famous. If the fame comes, then the fame comes, and I'm going to end. If my morals and my values will never change. So if the day comes where I become famous like Jay Hayes or Grim Green, trust me when I say this, guys, and I'm giving you my word. I never forget the people who got me up there. And that is my promise to you guys. That's my promise to everybody who subscribes to my channel, watches my videos, and likes what I do. I never forget the people who have helped me reach those goals. Thanks, White Guy. I appreciate that. And I try my best to be honest in videos. I try my best to make the content as best as I can with what I got at the time. Now, granted, as you all see, I definitely changed setups here, like I showed a video before. Got a black backdrop now. Actually got a table to do stuff on. Still using my phone though, but that will come with time. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that, man. We need to hang out again, man. It's been a long time, hasn't it? This industry, and I remember talking with Willow one time. This industry needs, if not one person, it needs a group of people to actually step up and be the leaders. People who can actually keep company, someone who can basically, in a way, motivate companies to stay on the right track. Come out with good quality products. Come out with, good quality products, maintaining or staying within the boundaries, within the laws. Obviously, though, with the FDA, that shit needs to change. But again, someone to actually motivate the communities, motivate the industry to keep them on the right path, to make sure that they don't fuck anything up. Because right now the U.S. kind of hates this stuff. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, definitely, man. We'll definitely play some guitar. I got mine sitting right here, all hooked up, and I've been jamming on that throughout the day. Well, if you guys want to, okay, this is gonna be my first X1 ever. Let's try this out. Put an X1 in chat if you want to see me play the guitar for a minute or so. There's one X1. There's two. And you're right guy. That white guy, yeah. They hate him because it's yeah, that's true. 3X1s, I'll say that's enough. All right. I'm actually going to stand up here and turn on this light so you guys can see better. I'm actually going to turn on 2. Give me 1 second, guys. Request. I'm not that good, James. I'm really not. I just know a few things here and there. Well, here's my guitar. BC Rich Warlock Bronze Series. Thanks, white guy. Appreciate that. Sounds good. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. There we go. Micah, well, I can't play that style, so hope you handle some country when we get together. I'll try, Micah. I will try, man. I'm not the best guitar player, but I can do some stuff. That is one riff I did earlier. I can't remember what it is. Thanks, white guy. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Gordon Meaties, yes, man, I do vape. Micah, yeah, that was 115. This is something. Let me turn that down. I just thought I'd do a little something different on the live shows to help it to kind of vaping and ripping, you know that, right? Just thought I'd do something just kind of interact with you guys a bit more. You know what I mean? You help keep it from getting a little boring. Gordon Means, if you're trying to troll me, you're better off watching paint dry. I wouldn't know what to do with 24 frets. I don't even know how many frets is on this board, honestly. Should I keep going, play a little bit more? Or are you guys good with that? One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, you're right, Michael. There's 24 on here. Thanks, white guy. I do a little bit more for you guys. Okay, that's a legitimate question. Gordon Meaties, this is my drill I used to build coils for vaping. That one guy, hell yeah, man. But I think it's enough for now anyway. It's rather cold down here in this room, so, and my fingers are starting to lock up, so I think it's good for right now. Find a way to put a few heaters down here and warm it up. Maybe that'll help a little bit more. Yeah, this drill I make for building coils. Made those a little bit ago. Can't really see it though. My phone's camera's pretty shitty when I go live, so hopefully I can get a new, better camera to where I can get better focusing. Micah, the tuning that guitar was in, and I can tell some strings were slightly out of tune, but it's I tuned it to drop C. And I think I'm gonna go start doing more live coil builds with this drill. Um, just gotta figure out a good time to do it. Gordon Mees, you were asked a question by that white guy. Do you vape? Well, only you can answer that. So, um, you guys have anything you'd like to talk about? Want my opinion on a few things, or guitar sessions with the Monster Man? Yeah, drop C is a little bit lower than drop D. Um, most of the time I played in drop B tuning because those strings are made for drop B and drop A sharp tunings. But I was able to get that up to C, and it usually holds it pretty well. The reason why I was a little out of tune because I didn't set the tuner right, so that's on me. So anything that white guy, Travis, James, anybody you have anything you might like to talk about? Let me go to the live chat first. Maybe that'll help out. Actually, you know what? Why don't we do some building? How about that? That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't you think? Turn the camera. What's your opinion on the topside duel, even though no one has it yet? Uh, I've personally never bought or own a topside squonker, but I do have. I've seen people in the local shop where I live have it, and they let me try it. The single battery topside, I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty nice mod. Especially having a 21700 standard with an optional 2700, I believe, is what the sleeves for. It seems like a pretty nice little device, I gotta say. Dual, I think it'll be that much better if they do it right. Mainly for the fact of, well, let's be honest here. Dual battery, obviously better battery life. So I can see it being better than the original topside if they do it right. And sorry if my cameras, you can see it shaking there a little bit. This is due to the stand it's on. Man, considering I don't squonk, but from what I've seen and heard from, I would give the best squonk of 2018. I would give that to the top side. I would. Because it's probably the only squonker I've heard of that had the least amount of complaints about it. But I did get asked a question once about um, where's my preferred wire when it comes to building coils. I really don't have a preferred wire per se, although I do. I'm kind of in the middle between Kanthal and Nichrome. A lot of coils I built are either made out of all Nichrome, all Kanthal, or a combination of the two. Like fuse Claptons for me, when I build fuse Claptons, I traditionally go 24 as the core, 24 gauge as the core, and 34 to 36 as the Clapton wrap. Um, Most of the time, the core will end up being Nichrome, while the Clapton wire would be Kanthal. I don't even know this drill's plugged in yet. Nope, he's not plugged in. That's no big deal. I can get that fixed. Lost a couple of viewers. It is where I'm at. It's 1 in the morning, so I just started doing these earlier, probably in the early evening. Single coil RDA. Hmm. Or RTA. Single coil. I traditionally don't go single coil, but I do go off of I'm basically going off of here of what I've seen and heard of, as far as reviewers and just the general consumers talking about it. I would give, as far as single coil RDA, I would give it. Hmm. I would give it to the Nudge 22. I don't think that came. I think that came out late 2017. I could be wrong though. But as far as what tried, the Nudge would be Sean H. What's going on, man? I would give 20. I would give the best single coil RDA in my opinion to the Nudge 22 from Tofo and Matt from Suck My Mod. Single coil RTA, I would honestly give it to the. That's another good one. I haven't tried the solo drop, but I haven't heard a whole lot of stuff about it. Um, from what I heard, it's good. As far as single coil RDAs, not RDAs, RTAs, from what I've heard, I would give it to. If you're looking for talking about RTA that's made for a single coil, I would give it to the Juggernaut. Juggernaut Mini. Oh yeah, the recurve. Man, I can't believe I forgot about the recurve. That one's good too. Lots of airflow is always good, as long as you can close it down if you need to. You see, when I look at an RD, when my opinion on as far as airflow, what makes good airflow for an RDA, you can have vast amounts of airflow, and having the ability to cut it down to exactly what you want is a good thing. Some RDAs, and a lot of people say a lot of RDAs have a lot too much airflow, but you can always close it down though. Like the Buddha V2 that I got right here, wide open, it's got a ton of airflow, and I mean a ton. But I usually don't run it no more than a third, half open. running at 167 watts. Okay, last question. If you had to live a whole year with one mod and RDA/RTA, what would it be? That's a good question. Give me a second here. Whole year with one mod with an RDA or RTA on top. I would give it to this combination right here: the Titan tank by Steam Crave with the Titan PWM mod. These have monstrous fuse Claptons in here. 222s, all Kanthal with 36 Kanthal on top, not on top, around it. Recurve wide open, still tight for me. And that's why, and J Jerry, that's why I mostly go with dual coil RDAs, because they have a large amount of airflow. And plus, for me, a single coil traditionally does not give me the heat that I look for. You're damn right, that white guy, that's a killer setup. Especially because of the fact that the tank itself holds 28 milliliters of juice, while the reservoir holds 4.5, 32.5 milliliters of juice. I can fill up that thing. Needless to say, I can fill up that thing on. Say if I fill it up on a Monday, I want you to refill it by Thursday, or late Wednesday, early Thursday. So 3 days, maybe more on one tank. Now the Goon is a good RDA, we'll say that. Don't worry, Mike, I'll explain it to you. Just hope your listening ears will be on and your brain's a sponge, because there's a lot to take in. And I'm sure that white guy, Jay Jerry, will back me up on that one. But yeah, I need to clean this table off though. A lot of cans and a lot of tools around. I need to get this stuff organized. I have the Goon 1.5 that has a Cyclops airflow. Yeah, mine's a bit of a pain to build, but it's clamp style is one of those post designs that you can't really figure it out on the first try. It takes a couple tries for you to actually get it down. One thing I do hope to see in 2019 though is more feedback from my viewers like you guys, as far as like devices to review. Um, because even though I'm on YouTube now, I still not in the inner circle as far as devices. So it'd be kind of nice to get some input. It's like 40 degrees in here. um, Hopefully, I'm gonna get me a actual webcam for my laptop. So hopefully, I'll be able to stream through Zoom, and I can get people in here and shoot the shit. It would be kind of nice to have a co-host too. Yeah, man. I do review. I'll. Okay. I'll review stuff that I like, but at the same time, I also am going to mainly review stuff that the people want or would like to see. Um, I might have a couple tutorials coming up, a couple of tips and tricks, but I'm figuring this all out. So hopefully soon. Yeah, I heard about the goat. I've been thinking about it. I might do a review on that. Man, more likely I will. But let's ask ourselves a question. That would be kind of cool. But let's ask ourselves a question, White Guy and J Jerry. Does the goat look a lot like the goon? If we got to actually think about it for a second, that's what it looks like in my eyes. That goat looks a lot like the goon as far as shape. And who came out? I can't remember who came out with the goat, but 528 Customs I know came out with the goon. So who came out with the goat? Yeah, the only difference, yeah, is the deck, obviously, because the goon. We all know the goon has pre-built coils. But at the same time, though, it's just like same airflow as the 1.5. Yeah, because I know copyright laws. If a product is out, but you come out with a similar product, but it has 10% or more difference, then it's good. You won't be under the copyright laws. But I wouldn't be so sure as this changing the from going from a clamp style post to a um, pre-built pre-built base to put pre-built coils in. I don't know if that would actually get enough. And again, this is my opinion. But yeah, I'll look into the goat and see how much it is, and get it ordered probably next weekend. Um, yeah, guys, me and Micah, we've known each other for a long time. Me and him have been good buds for a long time. He actually only lives about an hour away from me, so um, is it? Yeah, I think it is a 24, maybe a 25. It's one of the two. I know that for sure. Um, I remember watching a show. The what was it, 9 Letter Vape Show, the one that has Fagan and all those guys in it. Talking about 2018 was dominated by pods. I don't like pods. Um, I know I'm one for innovation, but at the same time, if you because here's the thing, the pods is basically an updated version of ego batteries. Like back in like 12, 13, when you had those little clear monsters that had the silica wicks in it. They had like a 3 ohm coil with a little tiny stick battery. Pods are just an updated version of that. So that's not really innovation. That's taking a major step backwards. That's the way I see it, though. And if you guys like pods, by all means, if you like pods, like to vape them, go ahead and vape them. This is my opinion. There you go, J. Jerry White guys got you covered. That white guy hashtag fuck a pod. That's a good one. Because here's the one main reason why I don't like pods. Oh my god. The main reason why I don't like Tide Pods is mainly for the fact that it is so easy to not really, but if you're in the movies, then I can see where I would, but other than that, no. I'm trying pods, not bad. Meanie. I'm not trying to be mean, Jerry. It's just because right now with the whole like kids getting caught with vapes, they're mostly getting caught with pods because they're easier to hide and they're it's. Yeah, that's the way I was thinking. White guy was the fact that they are basically the same, just different decks. But yeah, like look at Jewel. Jewel had to pull all the products out of convenience stores and other shop brick and mortars because of the quote unquote underage vaping epidemic that was going on. But again, I don't see. Okay, let me give you guys an example. They're saying it's an epidemic that kids are vaping that are under the legal age. But I look around and I may have saw one kid. If he might have been even 18, who knows? So who knows? I don't really think it's an epidemic. I think it's just another card if the ace playing just to give him a leg up in the fight. If there was no pods, it'd be the ego or mods. Yeah, it would. Some kids like to be involved. What do adults? I don't know why it's showing me show comments on some of these. Maybe it's just because of the wording, but I'm not gonna delete them. Don't worry. Everyone's here on this channel. Everyone's got a right to their own opinion and say what's on their mind, and that's one big thing about this channel. There's one major rule about this channel. The flavor on pods are shit unless you use Nick Salt, but then your regular juice is shit because you'll never be satisfied after Nick Salt. So hell nah. But honestly, though, what's pulling it out of stores do? I was dipping when I was 13. If kids want it, they'll get it in one way or another. So, yeah, sad but true there, Mike. It's sad but true. Maybe they block bad words. Yeah, I think so. Because every time there was a swear word in a comment, it would show or hide. But everyone's, there are the two main rules on my channel, especially when I go live, are everyone's got a right to their own opinion and say what's on their mind. But in that regard, be respectful of everybody in chat, everybody that could be on the show. But mainly, you are entitled to your opinion, so say what's on your mind. But hurt feelings are out the door. Because you don't have moderators to approve comments, monsters, so you gotta do it. Okay. Damn dry hit. that could be another thing what's been going another, I want to say a bad thing, but another complication when it comes to pods. You've been on a pod for so long that where 1.5 mil of juice can last a day or two, but then you go into a normal mod / rebuildable setup and you're gonna dry it because you forgot to drip. But that's me. That's just me. And I'm gonna start getting wrenches and moderators, so all that will come in time. I do have a few people in mind as a co-host, possibly. I just haven't asked them yet because I want to make sure I get everything set up for that beforehand. I don't want to ask them and then find out I can't do it. It's misleading. The coils I got in here right now, though, are 26 gauge. I got the spool right here somewhere. So here we are. It is the 26 gauge Nichrome 90 from Lightning Vapes, and I have it dualed up, two cores, clapped in with 34 gauge 316L stainless steel. I gotta say, I'm not usually a big fan of stainless steel, but I'm actually quite impressed. The N90 and stainless steel combined is actually pretty good. I give pods to smokers like, here, try this. Yeah, that's another. And then I'm not saying pods are all bad. There are there are what's the word I'm looking for? It's a good starter. There we go. It's a good starter for smokers to quit. But my problem, the thing I'm seeing what's wrong with it is the fact that companies are focusing right now more on pods, or at least throughout 2018 they focused more on pods instead of real setups. And that's another thing I wish this industry will stop doing is stop doing trends. There's all types of vapors in this industry. You got guys like me who like to vape usually between 175 to 200 to 200 250 watts. Guys like that's me, and guys like Batman. You got guys who like a cooler vape. Somebody who likes to vape, around 60 watts or 80 watts. Then you got people who like mouth to lung, which that can be a benefit, yes. But at the same time, though, the companies, when something becomes a trend, they tend to only stick with that trend, and which most of 2018 was pod systems. And I would like to see them actually have a company. Let's take a company will come out with a pod, and they come out with another pod, but nowhere in between did they come out with actually like a mod or an actual tank. Some companies did, but a lot of them didn't. If you're gonna come out with a pod, they come out with a sub-ohm tank, come out with an RDA, come out with a starter kit. Kind of like the Smock Alien. That was big. That was really popular in 2016, I believe is what it was. 2016, 2017. I called dibs on the first redneck on the show. I can hold it up for you. If you vape the device for what it gives you, then it can happen. If you vape the device for what it gives you. JJ, I don't know if you worded that wrong or my brain is just not picking up on the information. I don't dislike them, just don't like the flavor and draw from them. Whereas a smoker will like the draw because it's more restricted and the flavor will be there because cigarettes taste like shit. Yes. Can vape most setup power. Power is not the factor, more how it tastes rather than trying to get big hits. Yeah, and that was basically tying to what I was saying a minute ago about there's so many different types of vapors in this industry. I'm just saying I would like to see companies start being more have more variety when they come out with a new product, if that makes any sense. I know there are people out there like vaping Tide Pods, but again, though, if that's all you're really coming out with, and not you're only satisfying that group who likes like mouth to lung, and so on and so forth. But again, they're not really looking at the guys who are like me or like Batman, who like the higher power stuff or somewhere in between. That's all I'm saying. Of course, for me, what I like is the heat. I like the warmth. Point 0.3 at 60 watts ain't gonna do that. Ain't gonna give me that heat. There you go. There's another person like me. That's actually a reason why I decided to name myself the Monster Man, is because of just from the wattage I vape out to the mods I run on a daily basis to even down to the coils I build. Because some of the coils I build are just monstrous. Um, Had something to say, but I lost my train of thought. Another thing I would like to see more of, or add in a term, less of, are gimmicks. Like the iJoy, I think it's the Revenger, or the one that had the voice activation. Um, yeah, gimmicks draw a crowd, but from what I've seen, gimmicks don't last too long. Like I think it's the Revenger that has the voice activation or whatnot, voice command. But I only since it came out, I only seen like maybe 2 people have it. So there you go. And that's another thing though I like to see on my channel is people who have different tastes, who run different setups. A variety of vapors on this channel. 'Cause I like to see everyone. I like to see a full spectrum of opinion. I like to see less mods with those stupid light crap on them. Yeah, that's true. Like this device right here. This is the IPv3 Li from Pioneer for You. This is my second box ever bought, my third vape overall ever bought. Um, simple screen, dual 18650. Bought this in June of 15. Started vaping in February of 15. I just see a certain time I vape higher watts, most lower, 50 to 60. There you go. And again, guys, you vape what you want to vape. I don't judge people. I vape how I vape, and it tends to be higher wattage. it's all the goal is to find what works for you and what you like. And I just happen to be the ones that like the 200 plus watt range. So again, it's all on your taste. I'm not going to bash you for it, not going to judge you for it. You like what you like. There you go, 160 plus. I was gonna do a pre-record video on all this stuff, but it would have taken way too long. So I figured just go live and see if I can get people in here and actually ask their opinion. I'm variable some days, high some days. I'm variable some days high, some days low. There we go. I almost read that completely wrong. Like right now, the build in this drop dead is a 0.10 on the nose. That's mainly because of the N90 cores. And I have it and I have the Noisy Cricket set to obviously the parallel mode. That's probably pumping about 170 right now. Running in parallel, like running as an unregulated parallel, it's not that hot. It's not that rowdy, but it's got the thick hit that I like. Also, hopefully soon, maybe by the middle of this year, I'll hopefully be able to do some stuff for giveaways, possibly, if I can get that figured out. I've been trying to figure that out for months. But all right, guys, I'm going to end the stream here. I still got some stuff to do. I return to work later on tonight. I go back to work at 5:30 p.m. So I got some stuff I got to get done and get ready for work. So I'm going to end the stream here. I'm glad. Take care, Micah. See you next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Add a little bit of flair to the whole guitar. No problem, guys. Anytime, man. Anytime. I might start doing these weekly, every weekend. Probably Sundays, maybe. Sundays, maybe afternoon, early evening. Still probably going to be on Josh's show, Trucking Show, most likely. Travis, have a good one, man. Jay Jerry, y'all take care now. But as always, guys, y'all be safe. Vape what you like, and keep the fog rolling. Monster Man Vape signing off. See you next time.